Okay, so whenever I finish like therapy or have a trauma-informed coach, I'm like, oh my god, I have to tell everyone this information. As you do, I mean, obviously. But it's just such good information. I'm just like, everyone should fucking have this, man. This is why I'm obsessed with this. I know I look like I'm crazy right now, which is fine. It's all about the plan, because I say this in every video now, but we're trying to subvert fascist beauty standards. But anyway, I'm also knackered, so that helps. Let's have a look at my notes. Okay, so get this right. I should probably try and clean this a little bit. Being a wreck is fun. Unless it causes you physical pain. Anyway, yeah, so my notes are all erratic, but if we can just try and siphon some message from this. Yeah, so I was talking about like the complexities of like going clubbing and like going out. Long story short, I have fun, but then go insane over the preceding days. And like, because of like sensory overload, social anxiety, like I get trashed because it's just one way that I deal with my intense experience of reality. You just want to shut your brain off. So like there's quite a lot of addiction issues in the autistic community because our lives are so stressful and everything's so intense for us. So yeah, so I might drink too much, and then obviously everything's harder then. And it's always been a bit like, oh, what do I do then? Do I just stay at home and like not see my friends and have fun and don't dance, and like go insane, or do I like go out and go insane? Like one's more expensive, but more people. So like my trauma informed coach was talking about like more nuanced ways of setting boundaries, and like how like it can be something over like a period that you like develop and think about and like try at one thing and try, like they were saying that people expect all their needs to be met at one event when they try these things, but obviously like that's not necessarily realistic, right? So in some places I might be like sensorially quite overwhelmed, but actually that is okay and doable for that period. But also maybe I'd not be able to also cope with like talking. And then we chatted like about how I would introduce those boundaries. And like one idea is like sending a message to my friends explaining that like if we go to a club I can't really talk very easily, and I would like to, we just like explored like alternatives ways you can talk to your friends outside of a club environment. Maybe like meeting them beforehand in like a quieter environment to catch up, and then going dancing, and then like focusing on the dancing if that's what you need to do, because that's what I need to do really most of the time. I can do like chit chat a little bit, but I feel like I need to dance and I can't really deal with much else a lot of the time. Or at least like if you try and engage me, the conversation I feel is not going to be making sense. Like I don't know. Anyway, the point is though, whatever, like in terms of that stuff, but the point is I will freak out about all of my interactions afterwards. And so it's just easier for me to like not do it, or do it reduced, or do it in a quiet environment where I feel more comfortable socializing like that. So yeah, like we talked about like working out when we're comfortable and not comfortable with these things, and just like how subtle and like how we have to like practice feeling about, especially autistic people who have really bad often perception, is it, where it's like you sensing your body and what you need. It's really really hard for a lot of us. So we explored like how you would express these different needs, and how a lot of my shame after socializing is like it's not actually about like your behavior that you're doing you don't like. It's more about other people. You're worried about other people's perception of it. But then we looked at lots of evidence, and it actually like supported that people are fine with me. Like a lot of the time. Sorry, I hope that didn't sound arrogant. Oh, I'm doing it now. Anyway, what am I saying? Right. This is too hard. This is fucking too hard. Do you see what I mean? Oh my Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm a nuclear explosion, like constantly. Like can't shut up. I I fucking hate Aries, man. No, not my friends are Aries, but Aries season just, I don't even know if it is anymore. There's a lot of Aries, even if it's not the season happening right now. So Aries going on anyway. Right. And like trying to figure out where was like the turning point of my overwhelm, because I'm often overwhelmed, if not always. It's a lot. But then they were like, was there like a point where you were like, okay, I need to get pissed now because I can't deal with this shit. So we're trying to figure out like where that was, and like talk about a window of tolerance, which is like a moment where you can choose. You're like, oh, I'm starting to get even more overwhelmed right now. Like maybe I'll do X, Y, and Z. So like just picking it apart and like kind of going into the complexities of things and like showing that you can do things in multiple ways. There's lots of options out there. Just made me feel much better. Like rather than me being like, I can never socialize again. Like, yeah, which doesn't feel very good. Obviously it's a lot of labor and privilege, arguably, and time and money to like explore all this stuff intensely with like a trauma-informed therapist. Like it. This is what everyone should be doing with all of their spare time. Is like looking after nature, looking after ourselves, including like in-depth mental health analysis and discovery and making shit better. So yeah, they were like, maybe you can figure out where in the partying times that you feel like you need to switch your brain off, and start thinking about how can you switch your brain off rather than like, oh, I need to do X, Y, and Z to shut it off. Like, are there healthier ways? Are there more effective ways, rather less judgmentally, to turn your brain off? Manage the level of overload, and boundaries can really help with all that. And like realizing where those are yourself and developing that and feeling into that and being like, what do I actually feel and need in this situation? Because I do not know most of the time. All of my brain power is like around the people around me, being like, are they okay? Are they okay? Are they okay? Are they a threat? Are they liking me? Are they my friend? Oh, how do I do this interaction? Are they okay? This is my brain, and this is you. I'll be like, are you okay? That's what sexism is, baby. Yeah. Including that comment. Right, so, right, where are we? Yeah, and then when I was like, oh, I'd like to just go to a club and like dance, and that's kind of it. And they were kind of like, is that enough for you though? Like, is that enough human connection? And it depends really, because technically no, because they were like, a lot of autistic people they work with yeah, are like, oh, that'll be enough. But then it's like, is it though? Like, not really. Like, I need lots of friendship and chats and like hugs, and I need a lot. I need it all the time. So it's not really good enough, no. But in terms of like not wanting to freak out, yes, it's good enough to like not interact as much, but that's not what we want. Anyway, so they were talking to me about how it can be more nuanced than what I was saying, and developing the boundaries and developing like how you feel about everything, and actually like getting into your body and really listening to it, which is super fucking hard. Yeah. Yeah, they were like advising that we don't put all the eggs in one basket, and like different needs could be met in different places at different times. I just thought that's so cool. I never thought about that. Yeah, so when we're trying to explore like critical levels of overwhelm, I thought that was really interesting, because I'm a bit like, well, kind of feels like all the time, but no, there is like, there's points where like my reality just starts going, like, I don't know how to describe it, because it like seems physically and like visually happening as well, but yeah, but it's like at the same time I'm in reality, I can see reality. I don't know, but everything just kind of goes and like it's fucking weird. It's fucking intense. Not gonna lie. Anyway, so when it's really bad, we're just trying to talk about how to figure out when it's an orange light and reduce your stimulation, reduce your distress, reduce it before it gets to that point. And then I don't have to worry so much about drinking too much or freaking out loads afterwards, because it's going to be less intense because I'm less tired and less hungover and stuff. Anyway, interesting, no? Interesting. There's just so many good things we could talk about, my friends. So many. This is where you all need to be if you want to be. Really into like well-being, mental health, psychology, decolonizing mental health, mad pride, disabled pride. We should just all just come together and talk intensely about this stuff if we want. And if it's good for us.